This is Tamar Sharabi with Free Speech TV. I'm sitting here in Cancun with Tom Goldtooth with the Indigenous Environmental Network. Tom, can you tell me a little bit about what's been going on between yesterday? There was a large manifestation, a large protest that was put on together by lots of organizations, and what happened this morning?
Well, I showed up this morning and went through the security, and when I went to the second tier where I flashed this little ID card and has a little bar there, the computer started to sound off, and found out that I was being banned. My credentials were suspended, and it is just crazy. And understanding why, I asked security why. They said, well, we received an email that you're banned from the United Nations. We've been involved with the action yesterday as coming out of a press conference where we mobilized with direct impacted community representatives from La Via Campesina, from the youth. I spoke on behalf of indigenous peoples, and we had ENGO, and even a representative of the Latin American ALBA country came from Nicaragua, and Paraguay representative, state government representative came and also voiced their support of our concern about the inaction, of what was going on. Literally, I mean, the seriousness of this is that, I've been kicked out of the UN climate meeting for telling the truth about the treachery of carbon trading, and specifically red. This is a serious outrage, against what's happening. We are exposing climate fraud. The people of the world, cannot be silenced by UN bureaucrats, and that's what we've been talking about. I'm being censored for telling the truth about climate, all this climate false solutions, and being concocted by the World Bank, the financiers, and by the rich industrialized countries. It's how ironic is it that indigenous peoples who can teach humanity and how to address this issue of climate change, and this truth about exposing, like, this whole issue of the whole carbon market regime. Our concern is that the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change is the WTO of the sky. Here in Cancun, the UN climate meeting is selling the sky to the highest bidder, using indigenous people's forests to soak up their pollution instead of reducing emissions at its source. The future of humanity, is at stake here. The voices of the truth is being censored, so the world can be deceived. And Cancun climate negotiations is, in my mind, basically right now we're at the second week. The high-level diplomats are coming in. Even before this meeting started, we heard that one of the goals of the elites of the governments of the world, they wanted to come out of here with the RED agreement to support the implementation of reducing emissions from deforestation and forest degradation. Basically, it's a privatization of forests. It's a carbon market regime. I would like to say that these climate negotiation isn't a scam for carbon traders, but you go in the exhibit hall, and there's a lot of carbon promoters, carbon brokers. The sky sellers, that's what I call them, sky sellers. They don't want the world to know the truth about the carbon trading plot to steal the future of our children. The United Nations has been taken over by politicians, by financiers, the World Bank, the transnational corporations who, these people are, these are the hands of the very polluters that are causing the problem. They're causing the climate crisis, and, they don't want anyone to speak out the truth about what's going on, to rain on their parade. Freedom of speech has been assassinated at this climate summit.